No woman should be sitting on a man's lap like this, all hugged up and booed up like this. It doesn't matter who the man is. If you notice, when you say thou shalt not commit adultery, it didn't say unless or but it's okay if.
Tell us the truth!
All right, what's good, YouTube? It's your man, Book of AlphaRonomy, aka Doc BOA. Yep, I got time today. You know, I did a piece of content maybe last year about how wonderful Gucci Mane's wife was and how she turned 2 million into 6 million for him, and you know, all of these amazing things that support a man, maybe overlooking the fact that she already has children because she's proven herself valuable in other ways. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe I spoke a tad bit prematurely about how amazing it was for her to flip his money for him, because now, at the urging of one of my loyal supporters, I have done a little research on her and that money, and I'm going to be honest with you. What I found is not very good, and it shows to be one of the reasons that as Gucci gravitated toward her as his wife, he lost a lot of his friends in the industry. So let's take a listen, man. We'll take a listen to this first clip, man, and also we're going to see a controversial clip about her that's out right now where she's sitting on a man's lap. Now, the man is a member of the Rainbow Coalition, but he's a man nonetheless. And we have seen situations where a man has been a part of that same coalition and ended up possibly getting his quote unquote best friend pregnant. Let's take a look at that clip first.
God, man, let me be the first to say I don't have no problem with homosexuals at all. We can hang out, kick it, whatever. You feel me? So come at me with it. But when you looking at my girl with hunger in your eyes, like, I know how a heterosexual male is. We turn around, you looking at her butt. Gay dudes ain't tripping off a girl butt. You feel me? What you looking at her butt for? You feel me? All the time. Every time you over, you looking at her butt.
Like,
hold on, every single time you come over,
it's like
you looking
this
at her
type
butt.
of stuff, you know
want to linger on her hand and stuff. Like, oh, Jordan, you
I
smell
can't
good.
Look at her.
Like, bro,
I can't look at anybody's butt.
Go get another girl, bro. Like, go get another girlfriend. Like, what's wrong? Why you around mine so much? Like, why you always coming to our house?
I'm around your girl because your girl comes around me talking about you.
Oh, my God. I mean, I said, y'all friends.
All the time.
God, man, let me...
Me and Kai had sex right around the time that me and G Money got together. And that kind of happened around the wedding that I told you I went to by myself. We decided to take that to the grave.
I want y'all to listen to this, man. Listen to this, listen to this.
And there's another thing that even Kai does not know.
Peep game, peep game.
That I told you I went to by myself. We decided to take that to the grave.
Oh, now hold up.
That kind of happened around the wedding.
Okay, all right.
That I told you I went to by myself. We decided to take that to the grave. And there's another thing that even Kai does not know. I was pregnant, and I'm not sure who the father.
See what I mean? All right. So now let's take a look at this first clip, man, and we're going to hear Gucci sing the praises of his wife. And then we'll watch what I think to be a disturbing clip. But what do I know? I'm just an OG.
And right now we're looking at a lot of couples that are going through it, that's been together for a lot of years. They're breaking up, they're getting divorced.
I feel like a lot of these marriages that's falling apart probably stem from money. You know what I'm saying? When the money funny, you can't really focus. Everybody go for self.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the thing that y'all really sit down and have that bond over that you know that it's going to be lasting?
My wife is a special lady, and for me to want to marry somebody, it would have to be a unique woman, you know what I'm saying, with unique characteristics. And she has all those, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be a fool not to hold on to her the way that I do, you know what I'm saying? Because she's super smart, and she's super loving, and I learned a lot from her.
A few moments later.
This is my baby. She gives me the best advice ever. This is my baby doll. She's a queen. She's rich and she's fly. And she's super humble. And the bitch is smart. She's very smart and she gets business. And y'all can learn a thing or two from her.
Thank you,
I know you look at this and you say, okay, man, this is really nothing to worry about. But I'm going to be honest with you. It's because in this society, you lack any understanding of the way you're supposed to live. There's a bunch of things about this that the Most High doesn't condone. See, we lack godliness in this society, and so anything goes. You should have seen the women in the comments talking about how, this is no concern and this is nothing. He's like one of the girls. Well, he's not one of the girls. You understand? His physical makeup is not that of a girl. It doesn't matter how you want to live. It doesn't matter how you live your lifestyle. The bottom line is what you see right here is a married woman sitting on a man's lap. And I'm going to be honest with you. If you think this is okay and you think this is nothing to be concerned about, it's simply because you lack understanding of energy. You lack understanding of how energy can be transferred from one destination into your own home space. And the reality of the scenario is, it doesn't matter who the man is. No woman should be sitting on a man's lap like this, all hugged up and booed up like this. It doesn't matter who the man is. If you notice, when you say, thou shalt not commit adultery, it didn't say unless or but it's okay if. It didn't say, well, you can do it didn't say that. So when we look at things, man, we have to understand that everything matters if you look at it from a spiritual perspective, a biblical perspective, a godly perspective. But this isn't the worst of it. There's evidence and information available that the $2 million that Gucci left her was money that she used to invest in the cosmetic line that she has, that she originally started as a partnership with Plies' older brother and the owner of his record label, Big Gates. Now, this is documented. It's out there, as well documented. I wasn't going to go down in there because I ain't feel like coming to y'all like no news reporter or nothing like that. But I will leave a link in description to a channel that did an in-depth look at it. And this is where, I went there and sourced the information. Some of the original information that led me down the rabbit hole, I heard it here. And I'm going to be honest with you, man. All of these things are documented, bro. It's documented. You understand? Like, there is pure, unadulterated, indisputable evidence of these things taking place. So the money she flipped from Gucci, she flipped that money from a business that she finessed from Big Gates, got complete ownership, and used Gucci's money as seed money to invest in it, because with Gucci's money, she didn't need Big Gates money. Now, on the streets, in the hood, y'all may say, well, the finesse game is right in, man. It's okay. You got to, the strong shall feed off the weak. Anybody can do, you got to do what you want to do. But that's the very reason why in the hood, you're limited as to how far you can go. You're limited at how far you can go. We're talking about the hood mentality. You're limited as to how far you can go. You look at somebody like Jay Prince. Jay Prince is still out there living that same life, that same thugged out life. And that's why his record label is no longer relevant anymore. It's no longer relevant, because when you want to live a life and you live by hood rules, those rules don't matter when you get to a certain level of life. So you're stuck with a ceiling keeping you from growing any further. So this is just cutthroat. This is just what happens when a man can't see anything further than his own desire for a woman. When you hear, we know for a fact that Gotti slept with her. Yo Gotti, we know for a fact that Yo Gotti slept with her. There's several other guys in the industry she's been linked to. She's been linked to Rick Ross. She's been linked to a lot of people. But I'm not going to go too far into all of that, because I'm not going to show you on this video. I'm just not going to make that type of video for you. I'm just saying that I was wrong to jump off the porch and be like, yada, 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 how she just, jumped off, and she held this man down and she flipped his bread, blah, blah, blah. You know what? She didn't have a choice but to flip his bread. And now she has Gucci for protection from anybody who will have any animosity toward her about any shady business dealing she did. Because I'm going to be honest with you. You can say what you want to, but these guys in the industry, they are not going to just, they don't want that type of static with Gucci. You understand? He grew up in Atlanta, but Gucci, Alabama boy. You understand what I'm saying? Bessemer, Alabama. They don't want that type of static. You know what I'm saying? Bama boy just cut different. And also he's proven that, he don't play with him. So now I'm gonna be honest with you. You got to respect her finesse game, though. You got to respect the way she handled all of this. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I mean, she living good. You know, she's sitting pretty. She life is good. You know what I'm saying? Got a loving husband who will go to war about her. You know, she's got some beautiful children with him. They live an amazing life, and you know, she's able to still have the freedom to sit on men's laps and do all of these things, man. And you know, she's going around touring, and she's building up her brand. And I'm telling you, bro, it's her finesse game is phenomenal. I got to give it to her, man. Her finesse game. All these women be telling me they finesse me, telling me they want $50 and they want, they want this and and they want that and all of this is good. Nah, bruh. Nah, her finesse game is golden. There is no better finesse game than the finesse game of Keyshia Kaoir, boy. There's no better finesse game. You know what I'm saying? Now there may be some that's equal, but nobody trumps her, man, with the finesse game. And I look at it and I say, we have to understand that everything that looks good on the surface isn't necessarily good below the surface. When you peel back a few layers, you just never know. That's why a woman's beauty can never be the main thing that draws you to her or attracts you to her or attaches you to her. You know what I'm saying? Attracts you to her, yes. Physical beauty is the main thing that attracts us to a woman. But attaching to a woman or becoming involved in a woman in a more serious way, you have to do some deep diving, man. You have to take a deep dive. So, like I said, man, I'll link that video down in the comments, man, and in the description as well. And I just want y'all to understand, bro, what you're gonna see and what you're gonna hear is going to change your perspective, or maybe not. Maybe it just changed my perspective. Because listen. I see things and then I talk about it. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you now. I'm not saying her flipping that money for Gucci is not a good thing. It's still a good thing. The fact that you go in with you leave 2 million and you come out and it's 6. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I wouldn't care what my bro did, man. You know what I'm saying? She could have opened a brothel and been a madam. I wouldn't care if she flipped my 2 million into 6 million. Because you look at it and you say, well, there's a lot of people that's worth a lot more. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. 6 million ain't nothing to play with. With $6 million, you should never go broke. Whatever business you want to start, you can fund it and seed it. You got the seed money for it to do it the right way. That's gonna guarantee its profitability. So, that's another topic altogether. But I just want y'all to understand, everything that glitters isn't gold. But as long as you can reconcile with your soul that this thing is good for you, hey, who am I to say anything about it? I just know all of the props and credit that I gave her for being such a phenomenal person. I can't really say those things. Now, if Gucci Mane says she's a phenomenal wife, then we just have to take his word. She's a phenomenal wife. If he's happy with her as his wife, who am I to say anything about it? Who are you to say anything about it? But let's just say she might have a checkered past. I'm talking about king size checkerboard. But we all kind of have a past, right? All right, y'all comment down below and let me know what y'all think about this topic, man. I know some of y'all told me before, man, that I don't know about that BOA, man. You may be going a little bit too overboard. Hey, man, I admit I was wrong to come on so strong about how great this woman was. But I will not back down on how great of a wife she makes Gucci, because what you see is a man that's happy with everything that's going on, and she's already put him up 4 million. She's invested 4 million into his life already. Can't complain if you're Gucci. Maybe you can if your plies and big gates.